Hello and welcome to Toku Guardian. This is where I talk about certain aspects, characters, whatnot, from Super Sentai and Kamen Rider. Now that what should we talk about today? I know. Let's talk about Kamen Rider Evol. The main villain of the show Kamen Rider Build. Well, he had two identities for his transformations. Before he had the Evol driver to transform into Kamen Rider Evol, he had the Trans Steam Gun and the Cobra Full Bottle. He antagonized and planned ahead of Kiryu Sento and Banjo Ryuga, planning ahead until he finally got what he wanted. Yeah. Evol is apparently an alien from a species known as the Blood. Yeah, those people, it's interesting, really, what they do. Well, let's talk about his master plan. His master plan was to send a piece of himself out and find a host. It happened to latch on to Banjo Ryuga's mother, but instead of taking control of her completely, at the time she was pregnant with Banjo. So yeah, the DNA went into Banjo whenever he was still in his mother. So what really happens is the DNA was reset. That explains why Banjo Ryuga has such a high hazard level so rapidly. Now let's talk about the Evol driver of this. Yeah, the Evol driver is Kamen Rider Evol's transformation item. Instead of full bottles, he uses what's referred to as Evol bottles to achieve his phase forms. The Cobra Evol bottle he already had, along with the Rider System Evol bottle. What happens next, my friends, is, well, let's just say something not so good happens. So, basically what happens is, as time went on, before he got the Dragon Evol bottle, he poisoned Kiryu Sento with his Cobra power they had. And only when Banjo Ryuga defeats Evol could he be cured. But Banjo fell right into his plan. Evol took control of Banjo and created the Dragon Evol bottle to perform Phase 2 Evol. So yeah, that's something interesting, isn't it? Banjo Ryuga, later, whenever he fought against Kiryu Sento got a higher hazard level than Evol, and then Evol jumped out of Banjo and switched over to Kiryu Sento. So, yeah. That is, interesting. It's an interesting development. So, yeah. He got the Rabbit Evol bottle whenever he took control of Kiryu Sento, and basically got to perform Phase 3 of his form. But then, later on, after he exited Kiryu Sento's body, something happened to Sento. Sento became the person he was before. He regained his memories of being Takumi Katsuragi, the man also known as the Devil Scientist. That's what they referred to him as. So, yeah, it's not going too good, Kiryu Sento, but during this time as Takumi Katsuragi, he managed to create the Genius Full Bottle to help him try to defeat Evol. But later on, Evol, whenever he was facing down Build, Cross Z, Grease, and Rogue, all 4 of those riders, he used their energy with the Evol trigger. It was basically an artifact at that point. It lost all its power. He used the energy from their rider kicks to energize it so he could achieve the black hole form of Evol. Yeah. It's not looking too good for the riders, is it? But then he began to achieve his original form. His true form. But as that happened, Kiryu Sento and Banjo Ryuga fought off Evol. Banjo was thought to have died stopping Evol, but in the Cross Z V Cinema, Evol turns out was hiding out in Banjo, and then he basically later took on form and they merged at some point. Then he left. No one knows what happened to him or where he went, but Banjo Ryuga and Kiryu Sento, they are going to be ready for this whenever the topic comes up. Just say a writer did it. That's all I can say about Evol just never showing up again, not even in a movie or something. Even though the movies take place during the time of the series, but other than that, it's interesting. So, yeah. Kiryu Sento and Banjo Ryuga kept their rider powers and managed to... Well, I'll talk about them in another video. But other than that, Evol vanished, went off somewhere and said he'd be back one day. So, what do you guys think of this first video I'm going to try out? Come back and I will be talking about Kamen Rider Build. Build as a rider, not as the show, but I will eventually cover that show. So, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Helps keep the show going. See ya. Bye.